The training is going to be my focus on building this business system because it's as Cody mentions, it's unique. And when you are building a business, having a unique product helps. Having a product that works and makes people feel different helps. And the stories we get off the back of training are absolutely incredible. And thirdly, it's a consumable product. And once you make a sale once of a product that works and is unique, that sale tends to repeat itself. Okay, so through that product training, we're going to end this trend of poor health. And I believe that's a non-negotiable product that every single human being needs to be taking. Number two, and you can only get it through Near Life. Number two is the trend of financial stress. And that's where I'm really going to dial into over the next 10 minutes. I travel around the Southern African region weekly, monthly, and what I can tell you is, yes, we have a trend of poor health, but we have an even bigger problem of financial stress. People are not making enough money. And that is where this massive opportunity to solve that problem has come in. And I just pulled out a few stats. In South Africa, unemployment in the shade, it's sitting at around 33%. Unemployment in under 25s is sitting around 60%, which tells us, we have a whole bunch of people that are finishing school and colleges and universities, people with hopes and dreams for a better tomorrow, and they're stepping into this world of unemployment. We have a problem. A stat that was released by First National Bank, most middle-income consumers in South Africa, middle-income consumers, so people that are middle of the road, doing okay for themselves, spend all their monthly income within 5 days or less after receiving it. So they get paid, and within 5 days, they've spent everything they've made. And that's where the big cycle of debt is coming in. I found this fascinating, and this was sent to me last week by a financial advisor. Cost of living in 2014, so 10 years ago, the average South African salary was around 11,500 Rand. An entry-level BMW 3 Series was 341,000 Rand. Today, fast forward 10 years, the average salary is 15,000 odd Rand. The entry-level BMW is 846, nearly 850,000 Rand. Now, isn't that interesting? People's incomes have grown by about 32% over the last 10 years, but the BMW is actually quite a good yardstick. The cost of living has grown by 100% plus. Doubled. It's more than doubled. Tripled. And so we've got to look at what is happening to our income. So people are just getting squeezed. And I absolutely believe that we call it the age of the entrepreneur. Entrepreneurship is the answer to this challenge. And you've probably heard the saying, you give a man a fish, he eats for a day. You teach him how to fish, he's going to eat for life. And that's what we call entrepreneurship, teaching somebody how to create a business and an income that they are in control of, an income that is resilient to economic factors that nobody can take it away from them. And so, yes, I believe entrepreneurship is the answer, but for anybody on the call who's been in business for themselves, it's a risky place to be. For starters, 5 out of 7 new businesses in South Africa fail within the first year. On average, for a new business to survive the first 12 months, on average, that entrepreneur will need 750,000 Rand to survive. And the sad thing is that immediately takes entrepreneurship off the table for the majority of people. And that is where Near Life comes in. We want to empower people into business for themselves, but not by themselves. But here's the important part. We want to empower them into business without risk at a low barrier to entry. Okay, and so we're part of the network marketing industry. Currently, we're $192 billion global industry. That's bigger than the Hollywood industry. It's bigger than the European football industry. We currently have 118 million active distributors in our industry globally. And get this, every day we pay out over $200 million to our distributors. So there's a lot of money being made within our industry around the world. And 43% of sales are coming from emerging markets like Africa, because people in Africa, there's no catch net. There's a hunger and a drive for entrepreneurship and success. And so let's just quickly run through it. And I'm going to keep this high level. And It starts with you. This is how the system works. You're the most important person in this equation. And as Rory spoke about beautifully earlier, you need to have a vision. If you are sitting here on the call saying, yeah, I do have goals for a better life. I do have goals to give my kids a better education, drive a better car, have a better retirement, whatever it is, get on an airplane to take a holiday. Then what I suggest you do is form a business partnership with this company called Nearlife. Nearlife is not your boss. They are purely your business partner. They have a job to do. Their job is to provide you with a product range that works, a product range that you can be extremely proud of. Their job is to provide you with technology so you can do a business. You can build a business in the modern day world, a global business in over 50 countries around the world from your cell phone. They provide you with the technology, the logistics systems, the marketing materials, the training, the mentorship. Okay, so all those variables that a new entrepreneur normally has to take care of, Nearlife does all the legwork of entrepreneurship so you can get out and build a business and create an income. Now, this is where I want to be very strong. It involves work. Okay, if you're looking for a get rich quick, easy system company, we are not for you. This is a business that if you put the work in, you will make the money and you will build an income for life. But you have to do the work. The good thing is the work can be done by anybody. It's duplicatable, it's simple. And this is what you got to do. First thing is we want you to use the product. So let's just talk about training. We want you to use the training so you can feel the benefits. We want you to improve your energy. We want you to balance your hormones. I was on the phone to a new distributor yesterday, or maybe the day before. And I said, how's it going? She said, I've got to tell you a story from my first customer, one of my best friends. She's been using the training for 2 weeks and her monthly cycle has sorted itself out, number one. And number two, every second person she talks to says, what is going on with your skin? It is looking so good. And that's the power of training. Just one of the amazing benefits of training. So use the product yourself, believe in the product, and go and find some customers. In this example, I'm going to say find 6 customers. Why 6 customers? So here's 6 bottles of training. Each bottle of training is worth 17 points. Okay. Now we use points as our system because we operate in countries with many different currencies. And so to give us a global indicator of a business size, we use points. And I want you to do 100 points minimum every month. So 17 times 6 equals 102. So we're going to round it off at 100. So in this example, you have gone out and you found 6 customers. Okay, very easy to do. You should be able to do it within the first week of the business. Find 6 customers. We've got some great tools and training materials that will help you do that. And you will make yourself 370 Rand profit. Okay, so you're building up a little customer base. The volume of your business is 100 points. Now, it's not a lot of money, but I just want to put in perspective. On average, most businesses are taking about 5 years to break even. We want you to be profitable within the first 48 hours of starting a Nearlife business. Step 2, build a team. Okay, so your customer base is how you're going to make this world a healthier place. But now you're going to build a team of other distributors who are just like you. You join this business because they have a goal, they have a vision. Maybe this lady over here, she is sick and tired of her boss and she wants to start a side hustle and make some extra money so eventually she can quit her job. Maybe this is somebody over here who he's got kids that are growing up and hey, he doesn't have the money to send them to the schools that they need to go to. Maybe this is somebody over here who is coming up for retirement and or they don't have enough money to retire. They need to supplement their retirement plan. Or maybe it's somebody who's just young and ambitious and wants to not only make an income, but also make a positive difference in the lives of other people. I don't know, go and find people that have a need for a new business opportunity. And what do? We duplicate the system. We teach them how to use the training so they fall in love with it and to find their 6 customers. So they each do 100 points. So your business is now doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus your 100 points, 700 points. So you're making some retail profit. But now Nearlife is going to pay you a little bonus. We call it the sales volume bonus. And you're going to earn yourself an extra 800 Rand. You're not going to retire. It's not a lot of money, but you are making profit. And we want you to get out and do this in the first month. I want you to make 800 to $1,000 in your first month in your life. That's very important. Because if you can make $800, we can show you how to put an extra zero on the back of that. Step number 3 is duplicate the process. Work with your 6 distributors and teach them how to find their 6 distributors. And so they each start doing 700 points just like you, and they start making extra $800 to 1,000 Rand a month. Your business now does 4,000 points. Why? Because 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42. Okay, that's over 4,000 points worth of business. You're now a director. So you're going to make some retail profit, but near life at the end of the month, a director-sized business is going to pay you an extra 10,900 Rand per month. Okay, now that is going to start making a difference in the lives of other people. Now we can get excited. That's an extra 120, 130 bucks a year, 1,000 Rand a year. That's a good child's education. That might be a good holiday. That might be a good investment plan. You get to decide. But the real exciting thing is when you become a director, you now have the knowledge and experience to help other people become directors. And in our business system, you only truly succeed when you help enough other people succeed. And in this example, let's say you go out and you teach 3 of your distributors to become directors, just like you. So they're earning an extra 10, 11,000 Rand a month. You'll step up onto our world team. As a world team member, you make an extra 20 to 40,000 Rand per month through your near life business. Now we're talking. Now that's an income that you can do something with. Some people do that in 6 months. Some people do it in 2 years. It's your business. You get to decide as to how fast or slow that is going to happen. As a world team, remember, we take our world team traveling with us once a year. Last year, we were in Istanbul, Turkey. In May, we are taking 500 of our world team members from around Africa to a 5-star luxury resort in Mauritius. Let's take it a step further. What happens if you develop 6 directors in your organization? Over the fullness of time, this might take you 3 years, it might take you 5 years, it might take you 7 years. You might never do it. Remember, you are the entrepreneur. You get to decide the growth of your business. As a director with 6 directors, we classify you as a president's team member, and a president's team member's income starts at 100,000 Rand per month. Okay, that's a decent income. You're a million Rand earner a year plus, and it can obviously grow far greater than that. As a president's team member, you get to come to Mauritius with us this year, and then in September, we are taking our president's team to the beautiful city of Paris. So there's a lot of income, but there's a lot of lifestyle associated with it too. And so it's a really simple business system. To get started, it's very easy. You get back to the person who got you onto this call, and you can say to them, hey, I want to become a customer. That's great. Or, hey, I want to become a distributor. And you choose one of the starting options. I always recommend you choose the Tree and 6-pack, because that immediately gives you 100 points. And it gives you product. It gives you some inventory. You're a farmer. You can go and plant some seed. And that is a cost of 1,880 Rand. If that doesn't fit your budget, then get started with the Tree and 2-pack at 880 bucks. But this is basically a business in a box with all the technology and training for less than 2,000 Rand. You up and you running. Just to close off this meeting with a few thoughts that I've learned along the way. We have the system, and the beautiful thing about our business, we have the product, we have the business system. We've had extremely successful professionals and doctors and professionals become very successful, and we've had people who have never finished high school become very successful, and everything in between. The business is the same, the product is the same, and it's up to the individual as to what they want to do with it. And your success in real life and in life depends on 2 things. Number 1, your attitude, and number 2, your activity. You can have the most positive attitude and outlook on life, but if you do nothing about it, if you never step out of your comfort zone, then you will never experience success. Likewise, you can go and step out of your comfort zone. You can get active. You can build the business. You can do the required activities. But if your attitude and your mindset does not believe you will succeed, then you will never experience success in life. Those two things need to come together, your attitude and your activity. And that's what I love about this Near Life family is it's so much more than a business. It's a community of people that uplift each other and really mentor and empower each other with the not only the skills, but the attitude and the mentality of somebody that can succeed. But your biggest threat to your success is not the competition, it's not the economy, it's not the elections that are about to come up, it's not the government, it's mediocrity and you being prepared to accept mediocrity. And there's just 5 points I want to cover with you quickly. I'll run through them. Number one, develop an attitude of action. The discipline to take action and do the activities that will cause you to succeed no matter how you feel. And we will teach you those activities in this business. Success doesn't care how you feel. Success cares about the action that you take. And if you want to get good at something, you're going to have to do it every day because consistency beats talent every time. Number two, develop an attitude of resilience. Every successful person that you admire has one thing in common, and that's failure. They've been let down. They've been disappointed. They've fallen down, but they've had the ability to get back up. And that's one of the greatest measures of success is resilience and grit, the ability to continue when you fail. And you only truly fail in this business when you quit. You're going to fail and make many mistakes, trust me, but that's okay. Every mistake you learn from, it's only when you quit do you truly fail. Number three, take time to think big. It's just as easy to think big in this world as it is to think small. Think big goals, big achievements, small goals, small achievements. That's the way it's going to work. And you are here by design, and we really believe that you were born to be blessed, because when you are blessed, you can go out and be a blessing to other people. Your success can help thousands, but your failure helps nobody. So choose to think big. Number four, eliminate distractions from your life. Become consistent. Protect your focus. Distractions will kill your potential because consistency doesn't exist amongst distractions. And it's not what you do occasionally, it's what you do consistently. Number five, work hard. Hard work is the price you're going to pay for success. It's like an airplane taking off. It doesn't take off in cruise mode. It has to give 100% of everything it's got to get off the ground and get to cruising altitude. Then it can tap off. Okay, don't be afraid of hard work. And this is something I learned from a good friend. In the Bible, it says the Lord will bless the work of your hands. It doesn't say the Lord's going to bless your hands. He'll bless the work of your hands. So don't pray for change and don't do anything about it. Be prepared to put in the work. Don't be scared of hard work. And make your near life business an excuse-free zone. Don't allow excuses from stopping you from achieving what you truly are capable of. Excuses keep people broke and miserable. We know that. And it's not the big excuses that knock you off track. It's the accumulation of the little excuses. The excuses that seem so insignificant. Things like, I don't have time. Time, we all have 24 hours in a day. Time management is the best kept secret of the rich. Figure out how to manage your time better. Cut out something in your life that will give you an extra hour a day to apply to your business that will impact your future. People often say, well, Drew, I'm so excited, but guess what? I can't sell. I've never sold a thing in my life before. We're not looking for salespeople. We're looking for people that care about other people and share something good. And in life, if you want to succeed, you always are going to be selling something, whether it's yourself, promoting yourself for a job or for something. You always you're going to be selling something. So don't let that stop you. It's a skill that can be learned and can be developed. People say, Drew, this is fantastic, but I don't have the $1,800 or I don't have 1,000 Rand to get started. And I understand that things are tight. I totally get that. But I take a hard line on this. I say, you need this opportunity more than you realize right now. And I suggest you go and sell something, whether it's an old bicycle or an old TV. Hey, listen, you're not going to need your TV if you're building a business. Go and sell something and raise the capital, or go and borrow the money. Then you're committed because you need to go make that profit and pay that debt back. But you need this opportunity. Make a plan. Think out the box. And the final excuse I'm going to mention that people often use is, listen, it's great, but I'm going to think about it. They think about it, they forget about it. And 2024 passes them by and nothing changes. In fact, a lot changes. They 5 steps behind where they started the year. Not making a decision or indecision is actually a decision. And so if you're on this call and you want better health, get onto the products. If you're on this call and you want to change your financial future, maybe you just need an extra 5 or 10,000 rand to make things a little bit more comfortable. Maybe you have a bigger dream for your life and you need a lot more money. What I want to tell you is we have a vision for our company and for our future that is big enough to incorporate your greatest goals. There is nothing that you cannot achieve through in your life. And that is what I've learned. If you're on this call and you think, hey, this guy's crazy, you're probably right. And no is also an answer. We're going to do it anyway. But I just want to encourage you to get back to the person that got you onto this call and tell them, yes, I'm in, or no, I'm not. Either way,